Seinfeld is one of those shows that is gonna live longer than every single person on Earth today. This is gonna be a show that people are watching when there are no more humans on this earth. That's how relevant and how much impact the show Seinfeld had on our culture. But what if I told you there have been improvements made to Seinfeld? What if I told you there is a parody of Seinfeld that outdoes Seinfeld in every single way possible because it does it in the most punk rock way possible? Well, I'm telling you that, okay? That's a thing. That's a fact. That's something I'm going to show you here today. We are watching the newest episode of punk rock, Seinfeld. I've already talked about this show on my channel before a couple months ago, and it's a good time. It's a great time. We watched every single episode in that first video, but this new episode is a big, beefy, beautiful one, and we gotta be watching it here today. Hey ladies, how's it going? I'm the internet's most ruthless gatekeeper and the planet's most entertaining human being. I am the satirical miracle. My name is Dan Frampton. Please like this video to get it boosted. Subscribe if it's your first time here. And heavens to Betsy, join to become a member of the secret society today. You want to be part of the Squealer Grind setup, don't you? Yeah, you do. Okay, anyway, youtube.com/punkrockseinfeld. Here it is, the newest episode, PRS, which stands for Punk Rock Seinfeld, obviously. But the episode is entitled The Pay to Play Show. The Pay to Play Show is one of the oldest scams in DIY music, and me personally, I've done the DIY show thing way back in the day. Some of my first shows ever were pay-to-play shows because I was just that hungry for stage time. And when you're a desperate kid, you'll do whatever you can to do this pay-to-play thing. If you're not familiar with pay-to-play punk rock DIY shows, then Seinfeld here is going to explain it to you. But pop on your cans over here. If you haven't subscribed to their channel yet or them on Instagram, you got to go do that right now. They are funny, funny people making really funny stuff. And I'm not only plugging them because we're mutuals. No, that's not the case at all. Okay, here we go. We got Kramer, we got Seinfeld, we got George, we got all the classic characters here standing outside of a dive bar. Let's see what ensues.
You know, it's really nice of us to come out and support the scene.
Do you hear yourself right now?
Come on, everybody says support the scene, but no one comes out. Not us, Jerry. We go out.
Oh, I go out. Way out there.
You're definitely out there.
The hypocrisy is infuriating. It's enough to make you rip a man's head clean off.
Normally, I'd say you're overreacting, but this is a pay-to-play show. The lowest of the low.
What's pay to play?
Okay, so there's this setup here. They're at the pay-to-play show. Kramer's asking the question, hey, what's the thing? I'm the audience standing over here. Tell me what a pay-to-play show is. So we'll get into that answer really quick, but I do got to explain something before we move on. I'm not just going to play this one-to-one. If you want to go watch this video, which I do highly recommend that you do, you go click on that link in the description, and you go watch this episode all the way through without interruptions, okay? But this will be done in reaction video style, where I pause and talk and comment and joke along with it. But here we are, we're at the pay-to-play show, and now Jerry is going to explain to everybody what that actually is.
A pay-to-play show is a scam set up by some grifter, usually targeting desperate bands and their naive supporters.
Sounds like every show I've ever been to.
They make you sell a ton of overpriced tickets, and if you can't sell enough, they don't let you play. Hence the term, pay-to-play.
That's awful. Who would even agree to pay to play these shows?
New bands. Bad bands. Basically bands that can't play anywhere else.
Yep, new bands, bad bands, basically bands that can't play anywhere else. And the thing is, the promoter of these pay-to-play shows, before they give you the handful of tickets to be like, okay, go sell these handful of overpriced tickets, they want to make sure that you're going to bring out at least 50 people. That was the number back when I was doing it anyway. So you'd have to show them your socials. You'd have to be like, no, I promise we have 50 fans, when there's no way you even have 50 friends, let alone 50 fans. But then you convince these promoters, yeah, let me on to the show. We're going to do it. You get this handful of tickets, and then you go out there and you go to every coworker. You go to every co-student. You go to everyone that you possibly know. You go to your mom's bridge class. You go to your dad's poker club. You know what I mean? You're really trying to sell these tickets to absolutely anybody that'll come out. You know that you're not going to punk rock fans. You know that you're not going to people that even support you as a human being. You know what I mean? But it creates that kind of air of desperation that grifters just live off of, you know?
In the case of tonight, Elaine.
Oh, and look at that. Elaine is going to be the one playing the pay-to-play show over here.
I'm just saying I support the scene, even though I don't spend money at the bar.
Oh, it's about this again.
About what?
Georgie.
Kramer's voice is obviously recorded in a completely different area with a completely different microphone, and it's very hard on the ears. But that just adds to the charm of the punk rock Seinfeld. That just adds to the cut, copy, and paste thing that we got going on here. I love the sound design of punk rock Seinfeld.
Georgie boy thinks people judge him because he doesn't drink.
It's true. People look at you like an outsider. They think you have ulterior motives.
They probably just think you're the designated driver.
That's so much worse.
Why?
I'm straight edge. I don't want to look like someone who helps drunk people.
I love that joke. They shared that joke as part of like the teaser to the upcoming episode before this thing dropped. And it's great because it's true. Straight edge people don't want to look like the designated driver because they don't want to look like they help drunk people. Beautiful.
You overreact to every perceived slight, especially at shows. It's like the second you walk into a dive bar, you become this whole other person with ethics and self-respect.
This is where my cred has value. My scene cred is the highest credit score I have, Jerry.
This is the best written sitcom in the entire world. The scene cred is his highest credit score. He walks into a show and all of a sudden he's Mr. Virtue. Beautifully written stuff.
You get more out of judging everyone around you than you do from the show itself.
You know what? You're just jealous you're not the one on stage tonight.
Jealous of Lainey for playing this crappy show? Ha! I pity Elaine. I just hope I can muster up enough energy to pretend to be happy for her.
That sounds like somebody that's pretty jealous to not be playing the show. All right, in comes Elaine. Elaine is going to be entering the scene.
Lainey! There's America's next big star.
Congrats on your big show.
Don't forget us when you're famous.
All right, knock it off. We all know what this show is. Speaking of which, thanks for coming. I can't afford to keep blowing all my money on stage time.
Well, now I'm definitely not jealous.
I can't afford to keep blowing all my money on stage time. Oh man, what a sad state of affairs. All you gotta do, okay, Lainey, let me give you some advice, okay? All you gotta do is go out there, put together a demo, a halfway good demo, get 50 people to listen to it online, and then send that social proof to a promoter, and then, hey, they'll pay you to play a show. Isn't that crazy?
What?
Are you ready for your set? Have you accounted for all the pay-to-play trappings?
Trappings?
Did you turn in your ticket money?
All $300.
Did you save your unsold tickets? Because they'll charge you for all those.
The door guy is aggressively counting them as we speak.
They will charge you for all those. That is very true. If they gave you 50 tickets, they're expecting 50 tickets sold. That's how it goes. But I mean, if you don't have the money, you can just put up a stink and be like, all right, well, then I'm just leaving. And then they'll be like, all right, just go on and play, whatever, just do your thing. And then you'll have the sound guy mad at you and the promoter mad at you. And it'll be like this really awkward, tense time. I'm not speaking from experience there, not whatsoever. No, I promise.
What about your nerves? You know these shows can be nerve-wracking. What with him?
Who's him?
The sound guy. They're usually talented musicians, but they're too volatile to work with anyone.
I love how they take all of this stuff that exists in the scene and just Seinfeldified it to the max, all right? They got Seinfeld explaining all these little specific things, all of the trappings, all of the quirks with the people.
They take it out on the bands during sound check, especially at low-level dogshit shows like this one. No offense, Lainey.
Wow, he's really jealous he's not on stage tonight.
You're definitely really, really jealous. And now that we're into the last season of Curb Your Enthusiasm, I'm very sad, by the way, but we have 2 episodes to go, and it's actually a very good season so far. Really heartbreaking to see that this whole Seinfeld Curb Your Enthusiasm whole train is about to come to an end. But because it is, I think that we need a punk rock Larry David out here on the internet next.
That doesn't mean the show isn't bad.
Well, Jerome, I happen to account for everything, even the sound guy conundrum.
How?
Oh, what did you do, Laney, to account for the sound guy conundrum? Because sound guys are dicks. They don't want to be there. They don't want any other band to be on stage. They don't want any other band to be bigger than their band. The sound guy conundrum is a real perplexing one.
I let him play me his demo.
Oh, power play there. Absolute power play. And if you were just sitting there, legs crossed and being like, wow, so good for every song. Wow. That is manipulation.
You thought of everything.
You're not kidding. Watch this. Hey, Ryan, I want you to meet my friends.
Hey, Elaine.
These are my friends, Jerry, George, and Kramer.
Hey, yeah, can you not stand so close to the monitors?
Sound guys are definitely like that. The first opportunity they get to criticize people and to be like, hey, you're doing this thing wrong, they're definitely gonna do it.
Things aren't toys.
Oh, yeah, totally. I know. I've actually played here quite a few.
All right, look, I get that this is a big night for you, going out to see a real live show, or as you probably call it, a concert.
Jerry Seinfeld definitely does call it a concert, that's for sure.
Do not put your beer on my stage. I will have you removed. Ready for sound checking?
Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. Later, guys.
You all right?
That sound guy. He reminded me of some guy I knew back in my crowd killing days.
Back in my crowd killing days. I don't know if those days are ever over, Kramer.
Who? Crowd killed?
Oh, you better believe it, buddy. I ran with a pretty bad crowd.
Kramer was even a crowd killer in the real Seinfeld back in the day. Remember when he took that karate class with all those children? That's just like what it's like for adults going to DIY shows these days.
Well, yeah. You guys were crowd killing.
That would make for a far less than ideal crowd.
Guys like that made me mad. Mad enough to rip a guy's head clean off.
Oh, God.
What?
I have to use the bathroom, but there's a line.
So get in line.
No, you don't understand. The bathroom's right next to the bar.
So?
Everyone judges the guy at the bar not drinking.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
It's not ridiculous, all right? I've been not drinking at bars my entire life, and people really do treat you like a leper. They're like, hey, why aren't you drinking, non-drinky boy? What are you, sober? What are you, going through the program?
I've been not drinking at bars my entire life. Why wouldn't I know what I'm talking about?
Because you're too sober.
Too sober?
Can't just go around being sober all the time. It's not natural. You're so sober you don't even know what's going on.
You know what? I'm too sober.
That is a good point.
All right, I'll go. But only to prove that I'm right.
Not to go to the bathroom?
If there's time.
If there's time. That is the most George Costanza thing ever. I think they take the characterizations of the characters from Seinfeld and transplant them into this DIY punk rock scene in the most clean and effortless way. This is hilarious stuff, and I have no idea why this only has 176 views out here. You gotta go out, you gotta subscribe to this channel right now. Keep up with their output.
Hey, friend, care for a seat?
No thanks, I'm just waiting for the bathroom.
All good, brother. Hey, you look like you got something on your mind.
Hey, brother, you look like you could be talking about something over here. That's a classic bartender out there looking for a tip of some kind.
Care to share?
Yeah, you would other me like that.
Not my intention. We're all on the same team here.
Maybe you all are. I'm different. You of all people wouldn't understand.
You know what? You're right. You are different.
I would hire this bartender. That's a great way to respond. You are that different.
I hope you nurture what makes you different.
That's a guy fishing for a tip if I've ever heard one. A well-written bartender. Maybe the best written bartender in cinema history.
Let's face it. Every one of us found ourselves here because we're different. Some of us turned the radio off and discovered music for ourselves. Some of us pushed the borders and boundaries of what mainstream culture would allow.
Everybody hire this man. This guy is a brilliant employee. This is exactly the kind of employee that everybody that owns an establishment wants. This guy is nice to the obnoxious people. This guy is nice to people that is mean to him. This guy's out there cleaning a glass, looking very well kept. He's got a great beard, a great haircut, a great buttoned up shirt. Oh my God, yeah.
But what matters is we're all here living our best lives before everything goes numb.
That was beautiful. In 10 seconds of meeting me, you know me better than anyone in my entire life.
Oh.
I think you made me remember why I love going to shows. You know what? I don't even buy anything here, but here, have a tip. On me.
Oh, he got the tip from Georgie. That's huge. Oh, look at that. It goes down. That's a $1 bill right there. Good job, Georgie Poo.
Thanks, friend. And oh, look at that. The line for the bathroom is gone. When you come back, do a shot with me.
Oh, uh-oh. No. That was your biggest mistake, bro. I know you seem like you're doing like a good job over there, but you are looking at somebody with a straight edge watch. If you got a guy with a straight edge watch in front of you and you're in a dive bar with DIY bands playing or whatever, you gotta be smarter than that, okay? He's gonna come back and crowd kill you at the very least. Or take back his tip. Brilliant!
Okay, this'll just take a second.
Awesome. I just hope I sound half as good as your demo.
Keep buttering up the sound guy. I don't know if that's going to work. I don't want to see this play out. This can't go good. Sound guys are the worst guys in the entire world, bro.
And you're funny, too.
I know, a woman with a sense of humor so rare.
Okay, now talking to the mic.
Check.
Stop!
Oh, no. Did you just say check?
What are you doing? Back up. Back up.
Did I do something wrong?
This entire show runs through me. Understand?
That is the sound guy mentality, if I've ever seen it. Everything that runs through this show is me. I am the show. I am the god of this DIY dive bar over here. I don't know why sound guys go in there with that much of a power trip or whatever. It's just a little show. It's just some desperate punks trying to play their crappy little tunes in front of people, and you're just like, no. You will never be as cool as me. You will never be as important as me. You will never know how to rap an XLR correctly.
Why are you yelling at me like I personally wronged you?
That's just the sound guy way. Just you being there is offensive enough to make them angry. You're making them do work when they could be out there being a rock star that they failed at doing. No way. You got the most bitter, jaded, and cowardice person in front of you right now.
How'd it go?
I was right about everything. Never doubting myself again.
Sounds life-affirming.
In a way it was. In a way that makes you mad.
Mad enough to rip a man's head clean off?
Why does everybody keep saying that?
Well, it's probably foreshadowing.
And if you don't like it, you can...
Oh, foreshadowing. Someone's head is going to get ripped clean off. Whose head do you think is going to get ripped clean off right here? Is it going to be a member of the cast or one of these other characters that they've added here? Is it going to be the sound guy? Is it going to be the bartender? Is it going to be somebody else that they introduce? I know who I want to see get decapitated.
Get off my stage.
Hey, can everybody hear me?
Oh man, Elaine's taking the stage. The crowd is coming up. We're going to get a little punk rock show over here at the Punk Rock Seinfeld Dive Bar. Let's go, Laney Poo!
Then screw this. 1, 2, 3, 4!
Beautiful. Yes. Yeah. Hell yeah. So much talent. So much virtuosity. Looking deeply into those eyes. Oh yeah. Everybody's soul is being touched, caressed, and scratched in the most beautiful and tender and intimate ways possible. Look deeply into the almond eyes of Jerry Seinfeld. Disrespect your surroundings. Oh no, someone's about to get decapitated. I can feel it. Is it going to be one? Oh, the moshing is happening. He's getting all lubed up. Oh, he's juiced. Oh no, the sound guy. No! Oh, disrespect your surroundings! Oh, the head of the sound guy got decapitated. Everybody's dreams came true. Where's the sound guy's head? Is it inside Kramer's head now? Ah! And that's the episode. I guess we're not going to hear from the characters ever again.
Wolf Death! Anybody! Open the shit up! Come on!
And yeah, like I was saying, if you enjoyed yourself some punk rock Seinfeld there, go over, subscribe to their channel. You can also go over to their Instagram over here, subscribe over here as well. And if they hooked you, if they got you and you want to learn more about it, you could go over to noise.thehardtimes.net and read this entire article about this show, about the creators, where they came from, how they did the whole thing. And then from there, you'll learn all the different people involved in it, and then go follow all of them on the social medias as well, because they're active comedians out there doing funny stuff every day, and you gotta support that kind of work out here, okay? So we got punk rock Seinfeld. We're gonna need punk rock Curb Your Enthusiasm next. That is just gonna be a request from me, okay? I don't know who I'm putting that out to. There's gotta be a creative person out there somewhere that can do something with that idea. I could, I guess, but I'm too busy running this YouTube channel. So thank you so much for watching today's YouTube video. Really appreciate you. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And until my next upload, watch another upload. All right, see you later.